Welcome. My name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just turned 5 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday for me. I think it's still a public holiday in the US and UK. It's okay. Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in the group to be classed as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other. We're not financial advisors. So please only take trades you're happy to take based on your own analysis. So it becomes your responsibility, really. There is a full risk disclosure, a little bit about us live session traders. We just trade a relaxed method. That's all it is. So, welcome, Tom.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah. There's not a lot of movement going around here.
Oh no, it's deader than dead.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right though. I'm in positive, so in all the trades I've got. So
That's good.
how many have I got? Hang on a minute. You'll see. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 trades, but I'm in positive on all of them at the moment. Some are more or less, just depends. Anyway, let's just go across onto the charts. Let's go see what opportunities there might be, and this the magical green line is such a pain, isn't it?
Remove it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going like,
trust me. Just remove it. All the indicators are here for are to teach you how to look at the market. That's it. Once you understand the market, how it moves, you don't need it.
Yeah, no, I do understand that part. It's okay. It just becomes a bit of a lever, unfortunately.
It's a lever of misinformation.
Okay. Oh yeah, AUD. I'm still in a sell on this one, and I don't know. I have the projected sort of understanding. I think this will sell further. I think we've got a pullback before we do sell further. It is in this bit of an uptrend, or has been uptrending since back here really, 7th of April. But it has done pullbacks. This is the first time it's sort of come back and crossed over the this trend bar. I don't know about this other one. Oh, yeah, okay. What I might do is I might just make that one a bit sleepy as well.
Ooh. Okay.
You like it, do you? And you think it's...
I think it's absolutely a necessity.
Oh, okay. From what perspective?
From the perspective of let's go through it. Let me show you how to use this. Okay, so can you make it just this screen?
Oh, crosses over. Sorry, yeah. Just one. Yeah.
Okay, so you see your high where the white box is. You see your low down where this low is, not the white box, but the actual low.
Yeah. Down here.
Okay, you see that white box. So go from the top of the white box, drag the bottom of the white box up to the last bottom wick.
Ooh. Hang on.
So grab the bottom of the box.
Grab the bottom of the box. Yeah. Got it.
Okay, now drag that up past the green line to that last blue box at the bottom.
Yeah, there, got it.
Okay, that's a fair value gap. You now have your high.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. You have your high and you have your low, right?
Yes.
And what you're looking for, is the last fair value gap to where those two lines you see up above.
Yeah, these two.
To your left, up above, to your left.
Oh, these two lines
You
here.
see
Yeah,
where
the
they
trend bars.
crossed?
Yeah, crossed over. Yeah.
Okay, so if you take your last low, which is that
Which is
white
that?
brick to the left.
Yeah.
Nope, go back where you were.
Oh, sorry, up here. Yeah. There. The
Go to your
last low.
left. Right there. That brick and your top blue brick. You see it? Okay, grab a trend line or a box or something that's going to tell you 50% of that.
Okay. Between here and there.
Yes.
Bottom to the top or the
bottom to the top.
Okay. Oh no, that won't tell me. Hang on a minute. I'll get rid of that. Hang on. The only thing it'll tell me is potentially a fib. There you go.
Okay.
50% is right at that where it changed over, basically.
And they touched.
The
moment they touched.
And they touched here. They touched here as well.
Exactly. So you went above. Now you're looking to get back down below because you're in a downtrend.
Yeah.
So you take 50% of this white move at the bottom. Can you grab another or just use this fib? Just slide this fib around. So take that whole fib and go from that top to the blue top to the white bottom. Where's your 50% line? Right at that fib.
Well, that it's below where they crossed over. Yeah.
You're not worried about that crossover.
Oh.
You're going because that's
you're looking for the next one down here.
Right. So take the top of your fib and drag the top back over to the top blue one on the left. Yeah. Where did it cross?
Yeah, at that point.
At the 50% line. So now move your fib back to the top of that blue one.
You're saying for the next move.
For the next move down, you're looking at the next cross. Drag that 50% out across there with your white box.
Yeah.
And your own. Yeah, drag it out. There you go.
Yeah.
So now you're not looking to beat the top, and you're not looking to beat the bottom. If this comes down to your 50% line and doesn't break below the actual low, you're looking for 50% to stay above to beat the blue high.
So what you're saying is, so it comes down and doesn't break that, then it's going back up. If it breaks it and goes through, then it's going down to break the bottom, or to change.
So what you're trying to do is narrow this thing down as it moves sideways through these two zones, the fair value gap and the top. As this moves sideways, these lines are going to come together and dump off in one direction or take off in another. That's why I'm saying you may be getting in either too soon or too late, depending on where you're picking these trades up. Because that top line turned white, I'm assuming this push up is dying.
Yeah.
So now I have my blue line set for the blue brick on the left, the last lower high. See the blue one?
The last lower high. Oh yeah, here.
The last lower high, the blue brick above it, to your left, right there.
Oh, that one there. Yeah.
Right across there, straight across. Price could come back up above this.
Yeah.
But it's got to beat that white bottom it just created. So now you have your new high, which is that red wick that tapped at the top. You have your new low, which is that white brick that just formed.
Yeah.
Take your fib, and go from high, that blue, to the low of the white. Where's your 50% move?
Yeah, at that middle of that brick over to the left.
So I'm waiting for a pullback to that 50% move or even a little higher, but not break this high, and then have these two both turn the same color. Because once that blue one, it should be red. I'm sorry, it should be green because this line's green, right? So now this green line is your red line when it comes back across and changes color to go down. So until this green line is crossed where it's now red, and this blue line has crossed it underneath, you're looking for shorts out the bottom. If this bounces around here, and even though this line turns red, but never beats the low of the fair value gap, or even if it does by a candle or two, and it turns green again, you're looking for buys coming out of that range.
And not break the low down here.
Exactly.
So a bit of patience right now.
Right. So here's how you tell. You want to figure out how to tell? You want to see their tell? They're telling you right now.
You go on.
Okay, grab a trend line. Take the stop. Take the last two touches of the blue trend line where it started.
There and there.
That's right. Draw your trend line. Going up. Keep going. Keep going all the way up to the top right there. Okay. So what you're looking for now, here's what you're looking for. You're looking for this not to be able to break that high. And you're looking for it to break this trend line. And these two lines to turn the same color when they touch to beat that fair value gap. And it's going to tell you it's going to beat that fair value gap when it passes past this trend line and can't beat your lower high with your blue bar at the top of that blue brick. Do you have you could erase that fib down.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a rectangle box and draw that blue box right there.
This one.
Yep. That's the one. You see how you haven't broke your trend line yet?
No. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Okay. So now there's a possibility this may turn and actually push back up to break that white box that you have above.
Yeah.
Where the green line started.
Yeah.
That's a possibility because the line's still blue. It's still telling you there's a possibility it's buying up.
Yeah, correct.
So now my entry is going to be at the bottom of that white brick that it just created. Above that green line, because I know it's going to come back and touch now because we pierced and turned that line white.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this to die as it comes back up a little bit. And then to come down and take that fair value gap. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
That's how simple I trade. Simple. just look at what the market's doing. It hasn't broke your trend line.
Yeah.
So your top line just punctured. Your bottom line is still green. When this comes back around, tag, up above. It's going to fail on the white side of that top box.
Yeah.
It's going to break your trend line. both these lines should turn the same color.
Mhm.
And that's when you know they're both going down.
Mm.
And that's when you start looking for sales out.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got in earlier. So
Sure. But
I
you're
got
also
in
running a
there.
risk of having it come back.
Yeah, which is fine. I said it, I think I said it yesterday. Maybe I'm pretty sure I did in relation to this and AUD CHF that I was not concerned because I because that you can see, well, from here 1, 2, 3, that's the short there. Oh, sorry, I'll just try and make it a bit bigger. So that was the short. I got in at the top of this, bottom of that. Because what I'd seen is that push up that week, it had come down. This hadn't broken that high, had a wick lower than that even. And then I went, well, okay, well, I'll get in at that point, which was, when was that? Tuesday last week. It pushed down, back up, and then pushed back down. Now, if it pushes back up to there, yes, I'll be in drawdown. And yes, I've got a stop loss further up. But if it pushes further up, then that's it. Okay, no worries. I understand. But like you, I think this is going to sell out further.
I think it's only going to sell down to that fair value gap.
Oh, and that's okay. I don't care.
It
That's
just,
enough. It's
yeah,
enough
but
for me.
no, no, I mean,
Yeah.
where it's at now,
Yeah.
it just tapped.
Here.
Yeah. See how it took that fair value gap? Look,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
do you see the white line you drew
Yes.
at the bottom of that wick?
Yes.
And do you see the blue brick that the white brick came down to? It took that whole brick.
No. Yeah,
See the
this
red
one.
wick? Go to your left.
Yeah, this red wick
See
here.
the
Yeah.
red wick? See that
Yeah.
blue
Yeah.
brick in front of it?
Yeah.
That's your fair value gap. Now it came down and touched with that little bitty wick,
Yeah. This come down and took it
but
out.
it had to
Yeah.
take the whole brick. That's what it just did. It just cleaned
Right.
up
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fair value gap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now there's a dead candle right there. You see the dead candle above it? That whole row that you got your brick line on? That box?
Yeah.
The box
Uh,
above?
this box.
That
Yeah.
box right there. You see how that dead candle's sitting there with no wick? 1, 2, 3 blue ones right in a row with no wicks.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah.
To your left, I'm sorry, to your right. Where it's at
Uh,
now. Where it's at now. 1, 2,
price
3
is just
candles
there.
right there, all
Oh,
blue.
these ones.
No, to your right.
Oh,
Where
these
you,
ones.
no, to your right. Where it's
Okay.
at, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
go up. 1, 2, 3 bricks.
Yeah.
There's no wicks.
Correct. There are no wicks on any of those. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm looking for is a pullback wick that should come up and not beat this second row down. I'm sorry, this last blue brick. So I'm looking for it to wick into here. That
Yeah.
blue
Okay.
candle, the blue candle with the red wick above it, should
Uh,
not be broken.
this one here.
Yes. It
Yeah.
should
Okay.
not be broken.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That shouldn't be broken. Yeah. I agree with you.
But there's no wicks in here. None.
After that one. No, there
After
are
that
none.
one. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
all the way down.
Yeah.
And because there's no wick on this one, is this one now going to create a wick either above or below this last blue candle? And now that's the candle that has to be beat for it to continue to go down.
What
If
price?
that's the case,
Yeah.
then this white box gets duplicated, as it can't go above that blue box that you have the white box around, and then you duplicate that white box and you encircle that last white box it just created. And now that's your area that you're looking for the green line to come up and touch to beat that bottom white box, for the two lines to cross in this area and then have it turn and come down. That's how you're reading those two lines. That's why I'm saying you have to let these play out until they get so close together at the last minute. It's crystal clear. It's going to go one direction or another. Because right now you're just bobbing up and down.
Yeah. Well, price is actually lower than the top of that brick, the current brick, or the current completed brick. Price is actually lower. It's down here. And that's okay.
Do you understand it though?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting with the crossover of these two, and the 50%. But you know, there are, when you say this is simply how you do it, it's this.
There's a lot to it. You have to understand.
Correct. There's a lot of components. It's not as maybe as simple as what maybe Darren looks at it and goes, "Hey, we've got a change in trend bar. We've got a high or low. I'm getting in." You know,
whatever works for anybody else.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. I'm just saying the simplicity is this still has simplicity to it. And just whether you can capture trades, well, whether you're convinced that you can, you know, maybe you're working towards it anyway, of having a trade earlier than it always has a danger with it. If you're getting in earlier, that it could go in the other direction.
Right, but we've accumulated now.
Yes,
we've manipulated. We have broken structure.
Yep, correct.
3 candles back, you have no wick. I'm looking for a pullback into this area to beat that white brick it just created. And the two lines have to be close to touching when it does over to the right side of the other side of your trend bar.
This trend bar over this side here, somewhere in here, wherever. We'll get the sell. But I suppose with what I saw is I could, anyway, I just got in earlier, that's all. And I'm willing to have a drawdown on it to then potentially get a second trade. And keep the first trade if even a drawdown's then getting positive out of that. We'll see. And if you look at the, this as well, it's gone there. We've got a short, it's pulled back up, but his price is now below where yesterday's candle was. That's why we've got not a lot of movement. It's a bit sideways here. What we got there? GDP growth. Okay. There may be some news that might affect it, but I think that fundamentals for me is the Aussie dollar potentially is selling, but maybe not at any speed. So thanks. It's worthwhile, certainly worthwhile explaining the components. Do you look at any of these wicks here too, with the break of these wicks as well, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Every wick and every brick matters.
Yeah. Okay. It's all painting a picture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's building. It's actually what it's actually doing is just building momentum. Because it's going to go, sideways, 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 sideways in these little gaps here, and then all of a sudden just
And then it's
go
dropped.
rip in one direction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, there's the AUD CAD. I'm still, you know, 52 pips up, but it really doesn't sort of dumb it. This would have come back close to entry. You can see where on the standard candles it's just pushed up there and then sucked right back. It's like sucker people in, but like it would have come back basically to my entry. And where was it? 15th. It was there on that day, just there. Then we need to draw down, anyway. It just is not, none of these, Darren, are moving in any significant. And today I wouldn't expect because holiday in UK and US. So I mean, just there wouldn't be a lot of volume in there. Rightio, AUDCHF. Oh, liking that too. So, where I got in? I got in on the 15th of that one as well. See, I pushed up and pulled back down again as well. I don't know where is it? 54045. Yeah, somewhere. Oh, it must have been from the short here. That would have been 1, 2, 3. That's the short. I would have got in there. Down, it's pulled back up again, it's pushed down, back up. And now, this is an example, isn't it? Tom, where you've got your green line, the white line, they're about to come down. We've got
take 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds and set it up right.
Set it up your way, you mean?
Well, yeah, exactly. Set it up my way. Just look at it quickly. Keep going all the way to the top. You always want to go to the top.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to get myself. I'm just a bit, I'm just looking and doing. You've got to remember, I'm a guy. I can only do one thing at once, Tom. I only do one thing well. I don't do lots of things badly, So just let me. So it's okay to come off the wick because that's in actual fact where it went to, and the next, and blue. Then through. Yeah.
Okay. So draw your blue box out. Where can it not beat?
Yeah. This is the last one up here.
Well, actually, it's not the last one, but that's the one I would use.
Oh, what, you would use this up here?
That's the one I would use if I was pretty damn sure I was going to take the trade. That's what I would have to stay under for me to take the trade. But let's use this as an example. Now take 50% of the total high and low.
Yeah. Okay, hang on a sec. In here.
Cool. Find your crossing.
Which is just there.
Where's that blue brick right next to it?
That one.
That one. Does it have a wick?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, wick up. It has a wick up, yes.
Right. So the bottom of that blue box, to the bottom of the blue box to the left. No, not there. To the bottom of the blue box. See the blue brick? Where the green line is? Yeah, the bottom.
Oh, that one here. Yeah.
No. You see the red wick to the left?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay, from that red wick to the bottom of that blue box.
This one?
No. From the top of that red wick.
Yeah, top of the red wick.
Click on it. Click on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you clicked on it?
Up to here?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, okay, no worries.
That's your fair value gap.
Yeah. I was about to do that. You get down to it's okay. It's all cool.
Okay, that's what so you're looking for it to break the trend line.
Yeah.
Pull back up to this blue.
Yeah. And then push down
to the fair value gap.
Yeah.
If it's gonna beat the fair value gap, it won't turn around here.
Where it currently is, you mean?
Right.
Yeah. And then,
no. I'm talking about when it gets down to the fair value gap. When it
Yeah,
gets down to the fair value gap, it can come underneath it. But if it's going to go back up, it's got to stay above that fair value gap. So where's your 50% line up here?
That's what I'm looking here. It's right here at the top of that box.
Right there. So my entry is at 50% of that line. I would probably take the bottom of that white brick that it created at the line.
Here, this one.
That one.
Yeah.
And my stop would be at the top of that red wick.
Yeah. But you'd be putting in a oh Christ.
Limit?
Thank you. A limit order.
Not necessarily, because this just broke this trend line. It just broke. So I'm looking for this to pull back up and then confirm that it can't go any higher than that blue brick to the left with the red wick. Do you see it? Point out.
This one here.
That one right there. So draw yourself a little box there, straight across.
A box or a line?
Whatever's going to work for you. Whatever's going to work for you. So I'm looking for only cells below this line.
Okay.
So when it pulls up and it wicks and it gives me an extra box out sideways and everything else, I'm waiting, regardless of what price is doing. I want these two lines to come across within this fair value gap zone and the top white box that it can't break. And then let those two touch. And then whatever way it's going to touch, and the way it goes out, either out the top or out the bottom, is the direction I'm going. But right now, you're in a zone where you can't decide because the market's going to pick you up left and right until it decides.
Yeah. Well, I am already in it because I've got it up here somewhere. So,
well, I just hope you're in the right direction. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm working on as well.
Your white line has now been punctured twice.
Yeah.
It's closed below it. Now, either this is going to take off and beat your high because that line's going to stay green.
Yeah, well,
and you're going to start the process all over again, or it's going to work out these two areas of the boxes and take off to the next section.
Yeah, well, it's even gone down below the last candle. You can see where it's pushed up back again. It's not a lot of action, but it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. We've got all this stuff on there, so we can. Sorry, all of these projections on there, and we'll be able to have a look and see. This is AJ. Again, this is like the regret trade.
Anyway. Well, you had to sell or buy them, right?
No, I would have got in a sell back up here. I would have had the short there, got in it, and it would be very nice. But anyway, that's where it's at the moment. Would have been like a 2% on that one, even with a 92%, 92 people stop. I just didn't get into it at that point. I hesitated. Then when I got back to it, it had already dropped out. Anyway, pulled down, back up again. I think we're coming down to match these up as well. But that's and the thing is too, Tom, if we do, last trend line for like a trend line from here, it's like these are the last two that you're talking about. It's already sort of working its way to it.
Where's
here.
Your last blue box?
This one over here.
Nope, up at the top, right there.
Yeah,
straight across.
With a wick out. Yeah.
See how the line's already changing?
Yeah. We've got white there. Yeah.
Now, where's your fair value gap?
In here.
From there, from that red wick to the top of the green wick before it.
Yeah.
So that's your green box, let's say.
It'll be both of those to a certain extent.
Right. Now take the wicks.
And it's there now.
Yeah, take the wicks.
Oh, you reckon the wicks? Okay.
Absolutely. You're going to be amazed how often that comes out and takes 50% of that box and takes off again. Okay. So now you have another fair value gap down at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, see the last white cluster?
Yeah, down here. That's right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So right in there, you got that fair value gap right in there. So now you have two clusters right there. You have one fair value gap, two fair value gaps. So I'm looking at this saying, okay, anything that's coming above that white box for that blue brick, I'm looking for shorts out.
Yeah, okay. Well, it might give me another opportunity. Well, it will give me an opportunity to get into the trade at that point.
Am I taking any trades buying above that line? No. I'm not buying it in the other direction yet.
All right. Okay, Jay, let's have a look. ADNZD, in that for the sell, that was just dancing around for a while. 1, 2, 3. I didn't get in until down here somewhere. We're now going red to green to red. We've got white. Price is below current, and it dropped down nicely. You have a short there now, Darren.
Yes. Yeah, I was looking at that.
And this I got in late. I should have really got in around about here, had a bit of drawdown, and then it drop off. Tom, you've become a lot more conservative. It's interesting. I think I've said this a couple of times.
I'm not looking for 1% wins anymore.
No. You're looking for longer term, big stretches. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because technically I'm not trading on the 2 hour.
No, I understand that.
I'm trading on the weekly time frame.
Yeah.
So on the weekly time frame, this says it's selling out with a huge move to the downside. Huge move. Yeah. Go to the weekly time frame real quick. Let me show you what I mean.
There we go. And
okay.
Hang on. There we go.
So if you just do the exact same thing as you just did on the lower time frame, where's the last set of blue candles that it has to break in order to keep going down?
Here.
Right there. So draw a box across there.
Yeah, sure. It's wicked up so many times.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, where's the last white box you got to break to go down?
Down here.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, here.
Right there. Draw another box across there.
Yeah.
Take your trend line. Go to the two top blue ones because you're in a downtrend. Just to the bottom of the box because you're just looking at that one move. Go back up to the bottom of that last white box you created.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, where's 50% of that?
It's right there.
Okay.
It's like where that is and that is.
Okay, so Now, just leave all that. You see how it's, wait, go back down, shrink it back down a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get closer so you could see it. That's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
you see, now that you have your high, it can't beat that high you just put on there, and that low. But you're looking at your trend lines now. You see how one's blue and one's red?
Yeah.
And where they come, that's why I have my trend lines the same color, because when they come down, you want them to be at the same color and touch within some place within these two boxes. And whatever that's going to do is going to come out one side or the other. So because this can't break that high rail that you got that box on at the top, and it's already pushed up, now go to the 2 hour time frame. Leave everything there. Just go to the 2 hour time frame. Now look at it. There's your two boxes.
Yeah.
So shrink it down, just completely just shrink it down. Shrink.
As much as I can.
Do you see how you're writing in these rails here?
Yeah, between here and there.
Between here and there.
50s there.
That's right. So I'm looking at this, pulling up and saying, okay, 50%. Where's 50%? So go back, grab another box real quick, a green one, or another box. I don't care what color you make it. Grab the box.
Yeah.
Go to where it says 50% to the left. To the left.
There.
Okay, start there. Draw it straight across. And since you want it to go underneath that, now get rid of your fib. Okay, so now I'm looking at this going on the higher time frame. You have now pushed up, pulled down, flagged all the way back up to the top. But the top couldn't beat the left hand of the last left it created. Do you see the last left? Up to your top on the left, way to your left.
It is.
Okay, where's that last left that created?
Where is it or when is it? Did you say?
No, when doesn't matter. Take your cursor and go down to your left.
Oh, sorry.
Too far. See the white box you created? Too far, Brian. Way too far.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Find your last candle that created that move down. To your left. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Find that last candle right there. Draw a box across that real quick.
From here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can't seem to beat that one last low.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, so where is it going then?
Well, you've got these here that.
That's right. That's right. And since this failed to beat this low, where it's at now, it's got to come back 50% from the low to the high.
Back up to here, you think?
Back up to there someplace.
Before.
So I'm looking for a push down to fail to break this low down here.
Depends on when the sequence is. Okay. So you're. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
So as you now go in closer, you can see your two rails, your CM trend bars, are coming close to each other, right?
Yeah.
So blow that area up. No, where it's creating. All right.
Yeah.
So now look at. You're looking at this to short out, right? and go down into the zone below it,
Correct.
that means it cannot beat that last lower high where you have that blue brick with the red wick.
Yeah,
See it across
correct.
there?
That one.
That one. So anything that comes above that box,
yeah,
is a short. If
yeah,
it comes up to that box, it's a short. If it closes below this box, it's a short. And all you're doing is you're working your way back down.
Mm-hmm. in the current
because it's trying to get to the next weekly box.
mm-hmm.
It has to form here to create the box on the weekly time frame. So that's why I was saying the other day, within the next 2 weeks, you are going to form a new brick on the weekly time frame.
Mm-hmm.
The weekly time frame says it's going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for failure in this area. And failure means it can't beat that last blue box.
Mm.
And now you're just picking trades out as it pulls up, pulls back, pulls up, pulls back, all the way back down past this low.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got to create the next box on the weekly time frame. Now go back to the week.
Which is there. Yeah, okay.
Shrink that down a little bit. There you go. Now take the last brick. You see that last brick you created?
Yeah, this one here. Yeah.
That one. So you're actually working your way back down to this brick. Do you think you're going to beat this brick?
No.
Because that green wick's inside of it, isn't it?
Well,
see where it touched? See where you have your box?
Yeah, so we've the green wick.
Touch?
Yeah.
So then it came back up and touched the box above it, didn't it? With another wick.
Yeah, with another wick, yeah.
So now that's your high.
Mm-hmm.
And that green wick is your low.
Mm-hmm.
And all you're doing is you're looking for the red line and the blue line to touch with inside the high and the low of the boxes.
Yeah.
That's what you're trading the 2 hour off of. You think it's going to go down and touch this box and then shoot out again? Then all you're trying to do is get to that box.
Mm-hmm.
So now drop back down to your 2 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Since you can see, it's the box you're after.
Yeah, which is down here.
That's your take profit down there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can make a decision because I don't think it'll break the bottom down here, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned. But if it does, it does. That's all right. Okay.
You have your higher time frame narrative.
Yeah.
You have your dead box where you're at now, the blue box across.
Yeah.
You found your fair value gap below.
Yeah.
You know it's going to come back to at least 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're waiting for a push down to the 50%, then a pullback, not beating that blue box, picking up a second trade down and beating that blue line at the bottom, pulling back up, not beating this last white box to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing back down, your lines will be together,
Mm.
so on and so forth, and it's going to start pushing down.
Mm-hmm.
When I say soften your eyes, it means you're looking too close at the specific brick.
Yeah.
You're looking at the overall weekly structure because we're weekly traders. You want that weekly big catch, right?
Yeah, you want the longer term moves. That's right.
Right. So use it appropriately.
All right. Next one, AUD Singapore. You don't trade this anyway, Tom. So,
Nope.
And it's done its pullback. I'm looking at this to be a potential sell as well. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3 short. It's come back to there. 1, 2. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be. Anyway. You got into that, I think, Darren. That's just done its pullback up, and it's been sideways for a long time. 15th of April, all the way through. Those tariffs, eh? AUD USD. Now the bricks are telling me, yeah, so it did push up, but it's back down again. Look at this. This would have been really nice to get. Then separate over here. Anyway, I think it's just going to go sideways a bit, but anyway, we'll just leave that one for the minute for me anyway. Could be other perspectives. You got back into that though, didn't you, Darren? I think. I thought you had. I thought you had the long. You got in somewhere, then you got knocked out, and I thought you'd got back in, but you might have got knocked out again.
No, I'm not in AUD USD.
Okay. Now, CAD CHF is what I looked at yesterday. I looked at this one. I think it was potentially to buy. 1, 2, we got along on that. Yeah.
I'm in this.
You're in it for the buy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll have to look at this one to get back, I think. I already marked it up to yesterday. I didn't really like it when I looked at it. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, CAD. Now that's pulled back up again. It's just all this rubbish on that side there. All right, CHF JPY. This is the one we had discussions yesterday, Tom, about saying potentially they'll fake it down and then push up. Where's price now? Oh, God, it's got so many different things. Price. Price is up. Yeah. Okay. So have you got a buy stop set up or something, Tom?
No, I'm waiting for it to complete.
Okay. All right.
You see those two wicks?
Yeah. This
where
one
your
here.
lines are?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to finish coming into that zone and then pushing back out again.
Okay. Right out. Which will be that fake out. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'll have to go soon too. Sorry. We're not getting down through the pairs that quickly. All right, that did that. Push up. But it did a long and then pull back down, Darren. Bloody hell. Just frustrating and not really moving in the directions. I know.
It is. No, I mean, I'm not in this at the minute, but
No.
this is very frustrating.
Oh, well. Sometimes we've got to sit on our hands, don't we? EuroCAD, similar sort of thing, just dancing around. Euro CHF, same. Euro GBP was only one that I'd seen, but there is no, it's just still selling there too. Same situation.
Well, I got back in Euro GBP.
Did you?
I was in the sell, made a little bit of profit.
Yeah.
Whipped me out and got back in again.
Okay. Euro JPY. That's all over the shop as well. Euro NZD.
I'm in that one.
Euro JPY.
Yeah.
For the buy?
For the
or
sell.
Okay. Okay, you got it.
Look at that red wick I created this morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's 2 bricks. Taking it off. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it would have been good to. Anyway. Euro NZD. It's all over the shop as well. Euro Singapore. Let's pull them back up. We've got a long one there now. 2. Yeah, okay. And Euro USD. Am I still? Yeah, I am. Right. I'm in that one. And
Look at that. Nice.
Still going up. Yeah, okay. Rightio, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is actually traveling okay at the moment.
Yeah. And for me as well. I mean, I got into it wherever back up in here somewhere. So rightio. Let's go see if we can quickly look through some of these ones to get GA. That's still sideways. But then, like, we're getting something happening here too. Anyway, okay. I think it'll be a pullback on GCAD. Look at this.
I'm in this for a buy. I'm in GA for a buy.
I know, but
Pound's
it's
pretty
not
strong at the moment, so
it's not going anywhere though in any sort of amount of pips. Is not great.
no, that's very slow going.
CHF, well, this one might be. Yeah, GJ. Again, there's nothing really that's taken any.
It's just rubbish, really.
GN as well, sideways. GBP Singapore. That's the only one I'd seen. That's right.
I'm in GN, yeah. Well, GB Singapore, I'm in this one, yeah.
You are you?
Yes, that's going okay at the moment.
Yeah. And I think GU is GU going all right too. Yeah,
GU, I'm in
going
GU,
great.
yeah. That's probably the best trade I'm in at the moment, GU.
Yeah. GU's going all right. That's right. Right, NZDs. That's rubbish. That's rubbish.
Not in any of the NZDs.
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Well, the NU's the only one, but I
am in NU.
I just didn't get into it because I just couldn't see after all of that. This is going to have to now break up if it can. We'll see, and then pull back, and then we'll see whether I get into that. All right, Singapore Japanese yen. Got a crossover occurred here. It came past that point too. I think it's selling, but anyway, well, I didn't get into it. Should have done that. All right, UCAD, I'm in the sell, and it's still, well, it's pulled back up now, but I think it's still selling. We might get a pullback. Anyway, I got in over here somewhere, and I got a nice, what's it, 170. I think it was 200 and something when I went to bed last night, but yesterday afternoon. Whether that's going to pull back from here now, potentially, we'll see. USD CHF. Yeah, the USDs aren't. They're all going.
Still up on this one.
Yeah, you'd be in the sell on that too.
Yeah, I'm almost 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my trade right there.
yeah. Oh, I think I'll put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been better to be anyway, doesn't matter. USD Singapore when you don't, but that would be a good trade as well. Crazy. All right, gold. Where's gold at the moment? Whoa, pushing back up again. 3360. Okay. And silver doing the same thing. Yeah, I think this whole uncertainty. Bitcoin's 109. Where's your oil? Oh, it's just hovering. Look at that. 61,519. Okay. It's not going anywhere in any pace, Darren.
Gold.
Oil, I'm saying.
Well, oil, no, not in oil at the minute.
Nah, it's
I
crazy.
am in gold for the buy.
Oh, you are?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I mean,
it would have been. Gold
yeah.
would have been. Yeah, that's good. You're going that long up. You got a couple that you're in, so that's all right. All right, then, gentlemen, I must depart.
All right. Have a good day, man.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
I'm still positive in the weather. Anyway, I'll have another look at it. There's a couple I'd like to get into after I get back. We'll see once the
I think I'll probably get
settled
into AUDNZD for the sell, I think. And you've helped convince
in.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Thomas give me additional confirmations there with his weekly view.
Weekly view.
Yeah. I was already looking to get in it anyway, but that's a bit of extra confirmation there. So
It allowed you to be a bit more comfortable with taking it.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then, gentlemen.
Okay.
Till tomorrow. Take it easy. Remember,
Right.
it's Tuesday into Wednesday. Oh no, you're Tuesday. Sorry,
Yeah.
coming off your public. There may be some bigger moves in the next 24 hours. All right then.